Hello beautiful eyeshadow lovers and painting fanatics. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a collab here with a lovely group of ladies. This collab was put together by Jennifer, who is Amethyst Winters. I will link her down below. Put her down below. Alright, now this collab we are just doing a get ready with me, talking about the things we are grateful for. Now I know my chatty Cathy self. I said self. Anyway, I am only going to be doing my eyeshadow because I know if I get the opportunity to do everything, y'all are going to be here for 40 minutes and we don't need that, right? Where's my stuff? Alright, today for eyeshadow I'm going to be messing with the Saharan palette from Juvia's Place. I'm going to try and go with this brown first, and I think it's called Katsina. If you haven't already, please go subscribe to these ladies. They are just amazing, wonderful women. A few of them I am fairly new to, so I can't really speak on their behalf, but everybody else that I already know, I love. So if they know and love these people, I know I'm going to love them too. So, just saying. Alright. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush in here. As I was saying, we are allowed to talk about religion, but I, as just a person in general, I have always been the person that goes over to other people's houses, and like the two subjects I don't talk about is religion and politics, ever. So that's how I'm going to keep my channel. But I know that there are some women in the collab doing it, which I don't mind hearing about it. Please don't get me wrong on that. It's just, for me to speak out loud is just a horrible thought. Which I know y'all will accept me regardless of what I am. It's just, it's something I don't feel comfortable talking about. I know that was a ramble, and I'm so sorry, but I hope you understand why. Alright, so I just went in with that one. I'm going to do my other eye. So, the first and foremost thing that I am thankful for is my husband. My husband, Jeff, is just the most amazing, amazing man. He's so incredibly patient and kind, and he understands me in a way that I didn't think anybody else would. And he's an amazing human being, and I love him dearly. He makes me laugh. He's the funniest person I know. He makes me mad, which, you know what, it keeps me on my toes, so I'm not that upset over it. But we have discussions, and we're both open-minded to each other. I don't like the thought of being married to somebody that you can't have open and complete honesty with. Alright, now I'm also going to take that shade on the outer corner just for giggles. Alright, now I am going to take this shade right here. I think it's called Jamila. I don't know. This is why I don't say anything, because I don't want to offend people. I am just placing this shade on my outer corner, and whatever is left, I'm going to put it in my crease, but very lightly. Alright. So, another reason I am thankful for my husband is because if I didn't have my husband, we wouldn't have the animals we have. For instance, my little sweet little baby Momo, who I'm going to tell you the story of how I got her, okay? So, my husband and I had just gotten married, and when you are married, you can't be in the same company together. By the way, I am a veteran, if you don't already know. So we couldn't be working together anymore, so I got moved to a different area than where he was. And we saw Momo on Craigslist. Well, I saw Momo. I found both of my dogs, by the way. I found her, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just, I'm going to make it a halo eye. I just randomly decided. I found my dog on Craigslist, and I was like, look, this dog is so cute. And he's like, okay, I want a boy. And I was like, okay, but I don't want a boy that you know, boy dogs just pee everywhere. I don't want one of those, especially if you don't fix them fast enough. And he's like, oh, okay, fine, we'll talk about it when we get there, or something like that. And it kind of worked out perfectly for me because it was a Friday. We were supposed to go over there to go get her. It was in Austin. By the way, we were stationed in Colleen, and I had to go get the dog in, I think it was Austin? I don't know, it was a couple hours away. And I had to drive over there by myself because his job kept him there for so long, and my job was like, okay, you can go. So I was so excited to go. I went by myself, which I was not excited about, but I went anyways. I met up with, the place was called Noah's Ark. I think that's what it's called, Noah's Ark Dog Rescue. And I went there. I was in my military uniform. I was so excited to go get my dog. And of course they said, hey, bring your military ID. And if you don't know anything about the military, you have to plug in your card to get access to your computer stuff, your computer information. So of course, I left my ID card in for my computer. So I did not have it with me, and I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry, I forgot it. And they were like kind of weary of me, and I was like, and I don't think like weary, like maybe we don't trust her, but their dog came over to me and like was kissing my face, like licking my face, and I was like, and they would go, oh, well, whoever our dog trusts, we trust. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because I forgot my military ID. I was so upset. I was just, ugh. I was like wanting somebody to go take a picture of it so I could show these guys, like, hey, I'm really a veteran. And what ended up happening was they were like, oh, well, our dog doesn't really trust a lot of people, but it trusts you, so we trust you. And I was like, I'm so over the moon. I was so over the moon with excitement. I got to take Momo home that night. It was raining. It was storming. It was freaky. It was just me and her in the car by ourselves. She was a puppy. I kept her on my lap the entire way home. And she was crying, and it was so sad. And I picked her up, and I went to my second floor apartment, and I set her down, and she and Jeff bonded immediately. I'm not kidding you. Like, he got down on the ground, and she, like, looks like a little, just tiny, small little animal, just, like, with their tail tucked, but wagging just ever so slightly. And they've been BFFs since. Like, I chose that dog. I went there, my husband said, okay, well, pick out whatever dog you want since you're there. I'm going to give this decision to you. So my thought was like, man, if it's a crappy dog, I'm screwed. But she's just been the best thing ever. Alright, I'm going to take my Too Faced glitter glue. I have this in my 30 by 30 project pan. I am turning 30 this year, and I'm hoping to finish 30 items. Or at least hit my goal in 30 items. We're gonna try it. Alright, now I'm gonna go into the shade Lulu right here and put it in the center. I'm just tapping that in. So, that's how I got Momo, and then Cece, we were moving into our second apartment, and we wanted Momo to have a friend because where we were the first time, she had no one, and she would cry and cry and cry. She was just a puppy. She didn't understand that she had to be home all alone. And then when we moved near Houston, we stayed at his parents' house for a little bit, and she had other animals to play with. She really thrived and was amazing. So we said, okay, before we move, we're gonna get another dog so she can have a buddy and hang out, and they can just hang out kind of thing while mom and dad are gone. And that's how we got our baby, Cece. I found her again on Craigslist, and her first name was initially Scarlett. And my husband was laughing because he was thinking of Scarlett Johansson, the movie star. But I was like, okay, well, we can either call her that or something else because I like the name Scarlett. I was okay with it. And we got her. We were initially going to ask the people that were selling her to hold her for us until we moved, so we didn't bring another extra dog to our in-laws' house. But we sent a picture of the Cece to my in-laws, and from that, my mother-in-law was like, "You can't keep that dog over there. Bring her home." And we did. So we brought her home. Since I was able to bring Momo by myself home, Jeff wanted to really be with her in this moment, and I was like, okay. So I drove home, and he held Cece, and she was crying on the way home, and it was so sad, but like so sweet at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but like my husband was just loving on her, making sure she was okay. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of this shade called Iman or Iman. Just tap my brush in there, and then just tap over this ever so slightly to bring out that bronzy shade. It was just so sweet. He was humming to her and making sure she was okay and comfortable. It was just everything I could have imagined with him, with his BFF Momo, who is right there. So that's why I'm pointing to her. But it was just so precious, and I was just so thankful for that moment. All of these things that I'm talking to you about today, I'm thankful for, because it was just such a magical moment to witness him and her together. And now she's my baby. So I brought Momo home, and that's his baby, and he sort of brought Cece home, and that's my baby. So it's just been, but like all of these things couldn't have happened if I didn't have my husband. So all in all, it all ties together. I'm gonna go ahead and do my base makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's been like a half an hour, and I feel like my camera has now tilted. Great. Okay, I am going back. I have a lot on my face. I don't want to necessarily talk about what I have on my face. If you have questions, please let me know down below, and I will be happy to tell you what I have done here. But I wanted, while I was doing my makeup, I was like, wow, I really haven't talked about why I was thankful. I just talked about stories, which the stories is what makes me thankful, because my life is incredible. It's incredible. I understand and I am grateful for my life, because I realize that other people don't necessarily have this type of life. So I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for my family, for my friends, for me starting on this platform and finding so many incredible people. I'm just so thankful, and I really owe it all a lot to my husband. Not all of it, I had something to do with it, but I'm thankful that I live in a country where I have rights. I'm thankful that I am able to do the things that I'm able to. I'm thankful, and I just want to reiterate that to you, because I clearly didn't in the beginning. So I'm going to finish up my lower lash line and let you go. I'm going to go back into the shade Jamila. I don't know why I'm in such a singing mood. It's probably because I had a really good day today. Like I said, I'm very thankful for everything. And I always feel like when we talk about being thankful, it's around Thanksgiving time, and it's not, but that's just it. We don't need it to be Thanksgiving to be thankful for what we have. We need to be constantly reminded how thankful we are for everything, and I think that is what keeps us grounded and not so miserable feeling. I feel like we need to, as in we, I mean me, I probably need to make a goal of like writing a few things down every day that I'm so thankful for, which I was doing pretty good at the beginning of this year, but I got sidetracked and lost. I'm just going to clean this brush off a little bit and then go into that brownish shade and do the exact same thing over that orange. I'm thankful, and I want that to come across as sincere as possible, because I'm the kind of anxiety-ridden person that gets up in my own head, and that's like, oh man, woe is me kind of thing, and I don't need to be that way. I really don't. Not that I don't need to be that way, but I just, I need to take a breath and do my own thing, so. Okay, this is it for me. I'm so excited. It's so fall looking, and I'm here for it. Please let me know what you think of this look down below. Please go check out all the other ladies in this collab. Again, I know there was 9 of us to begin with. I think it's changed to 11. But again, everyone will be linked down below. Please go like, subscribe, and follow these amazing, fantastic women. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!